Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Well, good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. I just can't believe what I'm looking at. We are looking at a $19,300 Bitcoin. Our daily high at 19,442 is officially the second highest Bitcoin has ever been in history. And that it's debatable whether today is the second highest or the highest, because we still have 7 hours to go, and it is this is absolutely incredible. We have doubled we have nearly doubled since October 2nd. It has been almost 2 months and we have doubled the price of Bitcoin. I mean, this is unbelievable. I don't know. It's so exciting. I've been preaching for a long time that we're in for a correction, and even though I still believe that, you just cannot help but stand back and look at just how awesome it is that we're this high. We are seriously kissing this golden line, the all-time high. So I hope everyone is enjoying themselves. I hope everyone's loving the altcoin craze that's happening. It is a fun week. So we are finally seeing a little break today of our crazy altcoin market tear. So we went from about 9 million Bitcoin in market cap up to over 11 million, and right now we are sitting at 11.1-ish million Bitcoin, and these moves are just so gigantic. And what's interesting is this point here is barely starting to get up against some of this resistance. So this was a logical place for the altcoin market to take a breather. We're back down here. Bitcoin's currently at its second highest day in history. It could be our best, but there's something kind of unusual in the market that I wanted to point out. So there's total market cap of all crypto, and then there's Bitcoin dominance, and then there are a ton of coins that have their own dominance. There's Ethereum dominance, there's Litecoin dominance. They have probably the top 10 to 15 have their own dominance chart, and then everything else gets lumped into others' dominance. And what this represents is all microcaps. And look at this. The microcaps have continued to sell off. So in September, when everything was selling off, all the alts, I mean, not Bitcoin, all the alts were selling off. Look at this. All of the microcaps have continued to sell off. We're seeing a tiny bit of a bump just because of all the excitement in the major alts, but really the alt season that we're experiencing is the top 15 coins, or the top kind of the major coins that most people are aware of. And a lot of these microcaps have not moved yet, but I think they will. In fact, I think that once some of these other coins kind of chill out and find their balance, we're probably going to see some microcaps moving. Like I told you guys, I trade about 100 coins, and I'm only long 22 of them, which means there are lots of opportunities still in the microcaps. So keep an eye out for that. It's kind of interesting where the opportunities are ending up. As a trader, it's just our job to stay focused. So there are two coins that are looking really good for a trade setup. The first one is one that I don't trade. I actually don't trade Band because it's on Binance and I can't really get to it very easily. But I wanted to show you guys that we had this really strong drop here, but we bounced really hard off the 50-week moving average. So this 50-week moving average was the perfect support for this. We went up a bit. We've had a death cross, so this is our kind of word of warning on this particular coin. But we do have a higher high, and we are coming up again on our same support here. If we can close above this, this would be a buy. The only thing we have to wonder is, will we get rejected off of the 50-day moving average? So watch this one closely and see if we can close above the 50. If we close above the 50 and start showing that the 50 is support, this could be an awesome trade, because if you look at it, this is 42, double is here. Like, there's a lot of room to run on this particular trade. So this is pretty good. The coin I wanted to highlight today is Link. I think Link just might pull it off. We're kind of in a very interesting situation. I've mentioned this coin a couple of times just because it's just so interesting. We've created this channel here, and I knew these lines would come into play again, and they definitely were resistance here. But today we're doing the same thing. We've established a really nice low. We've established a higher low, and we've kind of crisscrossed the 200-day moving average, and right now we're showing it as support. We still have 6.5 hours on the day, so it'll be really interesting to see where this closes. If we can close above the 50 and start getting ahead of the tops of this rise here, we just might squeak out a save on this death cross that is about to happen. If we can get up here and start pulling the 50 up, this could get back into a really nice play. Right now, if we can close above this at around, like, let's say safely like 87,000 Satoshi, something like that, we're back to double land once we get up to the most recent highs. So this could be a decent trade. Keep your eye on that. So rarely will I ever show my actual trades. I've only done this a couple of times, but I just kind of wanted to show you how XRP played out, because in yesterday's video I said, if you ever get to the point where a coin is doubling, especially in a 24-hour period, you absolutely sell the crap out of that. And I just wanted to kind of point out how it played out. And to be honest, a lot of this is pure luck, but these are the trades that I've made over the past few months. And let me just zoom in. I mean, this is just kind of interesting. You know, we attempted here. We saw a move coming up, so we attempted, and it didn't really pan out, so we closed it. We attempted here. This trade actually closed over here. I thought I'd give it a nice run. This closed an older trade, so it was a trade that had gone upside down. So this is what I mean by making small trade decisions. If you make a small trade like this one, you know, I felt like we were getting a couple of higher highs, and I'd go ahead and take the plunge. So I went ahead and bought this, but I absolutely was completely wrong on this. But because it's a small position and it doesn't impact my liquidity, I'm willing and able to hang on and just wait. And then when the market does pop back, I close these mistake positions, and it gives me back that liquidity. But I'm always looking for that next entrance. And if you look here, this is where this entrance began. This little carrot here. And so yet in yesterday's video I said I will be exiting something today, and I watched it and the price did not merit a close yet. I could see at the very end of day that we had more support and we were going to move up even further. So I held off, but I did exit a little bit when we doubled. So this was a 100% gain. And so I exited a portion just because I like to put something in my pocket, especially when we've had 100%. Well, within a 24-hour period of this bottom, we hit this top. And so I exited several times right here. And this morning when I wake up, you don't know, you have no idea if you're in the ballpark. You don't know if you've gotten lucky or if it's just going to keep on going. But you just kind of have to listen to your gut. If there's too much excitement, if it's going up way too much, way too fast, there's nothing wrong with taking some profits. And so this is how my trading panned out. But man, what a sweet trade that was. And these are the types of things that I want to teach you guys so you can do and reproduce this yourself. The last thing I wanted to mention today was that you may want to follow me on Twitter, because at the end of day, I will post interesting things that I wasn't able to get into my video. And there are a lot of coins that are just about to exit this red zone. Today, Dash is obviously most likely going to exit the red zone because we're way above the 50. But there are a ton of coins that are under the 50 that are still in this red zone. Many have poked their head through, but I will highlight all the coins that I see that are doing that. Like Ethereum Classic is one that has been in the red zone for a long time, and if we get a close above this red, it will be legendary. The exiting the red zone is usually one of the best times to buy a coin in the long term. So there are tons of these giants that, like some of these aren't in the red zone, but there are some that have exited. Like Litecoin was one that I highlighted, exiting the red zone. And so far it's been a good trade. And there are others that are doing that will do the same. But there's probably a pile, and I'll tweet a whole bunch that exit the red zone for you guys to look at. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So, these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly. And we'll be giving away probably one or two of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.